हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम इन माय वीडियो। आज की इस वीडियो में मैं आपको करवाने वाली हूँ डीएवी क्लास 8 का एसएसटी चैप्टर नंबर 10 के सारे क्वेश्चन आंसर और साथ में मैथ स्किल भी हम देखेंगे इसमें। तो इस चैप्टर का एक्सप्लेन वीडियो मैंने बनाया हुआ है जिसका लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में दिया हुआ है, वहाँ से आप देख सकते हैं। और उससे बाकी के जो पहले के भी चैप्टर हैं उसकी एक्सप्लेन वीडियो और क्वेश्चन आंसर के भी वीडियोज़ लिंक दिए हुए हैं डिस्क्रिप्शन में, आप वहाँ से देख सकते हैं। अगर वीडियो आपके लिए हेल्पफुल होती है तो वीडियो को लाइक शेयर करिएगा और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करिएगा। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं हमारा आज का। फर्स्ट, अंडर द महालवाड़ी सिस्टम द वर्ड महाल मीन्स, महालवाड़ी सिस्टम में महाल वर्ड का क्या मतलब था? तो इसका मतलब है एक ग्रुप ऑफ विलेजेस। ऑप्शन नंबर बी इसका सही आंसर होगा। नंबर 2, द रैयतवाड़ी सिस्टम वाज इंट्रोड्यूस्ड बाय, रैयतवाड़ी सिस्टम किसके द्वारा लाया गया था? तो इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन नंबर सी, थॉमस मुनरो। नंबर 3, द अदर नेम ऑफ जमींदारी बंदोबस्त वाज, जमींदारी बंदोबस्त का एक और क्या नाम था? तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन नंबर ए, परमानेंट रेवेन्यू सिस्टम। नंबर 4, हु वाज द लीडर ऑफ द संथाल्स रिवोल्ट, संथाल्स रिवोल्ट का लीडर कौन था? तो ऑप्शन नंबर बी, सिद्धू एंड कान्हू मुर्मू। नंबर 5, वेयर डिड इंडस्ट्रियल रिवोल्यूशन बिगिन फर्स्ट, सबसे पहले इंडस्ट्रियल रिवोल्यूशन कहाँ स्टार्ट हुआ? तो ऑप्शन नंबर ए, इंग्लैंड। बी, fill in the blanks. English shattered the self-sufficient rural economy. Number 2, many tribals left forest in search of livelihood. Number 3, Jamindari system was introduced in Bengal by Lord Cornwallis. Number 4, land revenue was the biggest source of income for the company. Number 5, basic or key industry started in India after independence. C, right, true or false. Number 1, before the advent of East India Company, the rural life in India was simple and self-sufficient. तो true होगा. Number 2, British wanted to smuggle and sell opium in Spain to earn profit. False होगा, स्पेन नहीं, यहाँ चाइना होगा. Number 3, किसान सभाज were formed in 1930 to support the cause of peasants. True. Number 4, the Khonds of Odisha practiced shifting agriculture. False. Number 5, the tribal chiefs lost all their powers and were forced to follow the laws made by the British officers in India. True. Now D, answer the following questions in brief. Number 1, highlight the main features of Mahalwadi system. Answer, the main features of Mahalwadi system was, it was introduced by Holt Mackenzie in 1822 in Gangetic Valley, Northwest Provinces, Central India and Punjab. In this system, land was divided into Mahal. Number 3, the village committee were responsible for tax collection. Next, question number 2. Why did the British force Indian farmers to grow commercial crops? तो इसका आंसर होगा, the Britishers forced Indian farmers to grow commercial crops like indigo, cotton, opium and tea to earn huge profit. Number 3, what was the impact of colonial rule on the tribals of India? Mention any 3. इसका आंसर होगा, number 1, most of the forests were declared as the state property, so many tribals had to move to other areas in search of livelihood. Many tribals were recruited in factories and fields to work under very harsh conditions. Under the British rule, the tribal chiefs lost all power and were forced to follow the laws made by the British officers in India. Next, question number 4, write short notes on the Birsa movement. आंसर देखिए, इन 1895 बिरसा मुंडा ए यंग बॉय emerged as a hero of tribals. He urged them to continue to work on their own land to earn their living and not to move away. This would end all their sufferings. As the Birsa movement spread, the popularity of Birsa Munda also increased. He told his people that land policies of the British were destroying their traditional land system. Birsa was jailed for 2 years, but on his release, he instigated the tribals to attack Jamidars. He raised the white flag as a symbol of Birsa Raj. This movement ended in 900 with the death of Birsa. Next, question number 5. Highlight any 3 changes that took place in modern industries in the 19th century. Answer, 3 changes that took place in modern industries in the 19th century are as follows. Number 1, tea became the biggest plantation industry in Assam, Bengal and South India. 2, industries like cotton, jute, iron and steel developed at a fast rate. Number 3, cement and sugar industries developed and key industries were given priority. Now E. Answer the following question. Number 1, list the main features of permanent settlement. How did the production of opium, indigo and sugar shot up the profit margin of the East India Company? इसका आंसर होगा, the main features of permanent settlements are as follows. It was introduced in 1793 in Bengal. It was introduced by Lord Cornwallis. Under the system, Jamidar said to pay 89% of the total revenue. This system gave birth to one new class of landlord called Jamidars. Under the system, the position of cultivator became miserable, and the British introduced commercial agriculture in India to gain maximum profit. The Britishers wanted to smuggle and sell opium in China so that they could earn huge profit. Similarly, indigo, called Neil in India, was in great demand in textile industries of Britain. The demand of sugar in West attracted many Europeans to set up sugar plantation in India. In this way, the production of opium, indigo and sugar shot up the profit margins of the East India Company. Next question number 2. Differentiate between Rayatwadi and Mahalwadi system. Rayatwadi system. This system was introduced by Thomas Munro in 1820. It was implemented in South India. Revenue was directly collected from Rayats. Mahalwadi system. It was introduced by Holt Mackenzie in 1822. It was implemented in Gangetic Valley, Northwest provinces, Central India and Punjab. Village community were responsible for collection of land revenue. Number 3. How did colonialism systematically destroy Indian crafts and industries? Explain. Answer. Colonialism is based on the idea of political domination and economic exploitation. Number 1. The main aim of the British was buy raw materials from India at cheap rates and sell the same to English manufacturers in England. Number 2. The British brought machine-made cheap goods to be sold in the Indian markets. Number 3. The Indian craftsmen had to buy raw materials at a high price. The handmade goods were expensive and could not compete successfully with machine-made goods. The Indian crafts and industries started declining. Number 4. How far were British agrarian and tribal policies responsible for widespread discontentment in India? Explain the help of example. Answer. The British brought many changes in the field of land revenue system, agriculture, trade, industry and administration to guard their own interest. The Rayat were forced to pay revenue even when there were no crops due to floods, droughts or any other natural calamity. The commercialization of agriculture and exploitation of forest wealth made many tribals homeless and jobless. Unjust policies of British resulted in rebellions by tribals in different parts of India. For example, revolt by the Khasi who lived in Khasi Hills of northwest Assam took place in 1829 because construction of road through their land united many Khasi chiefs against the English under the leadership of Bar Manik and Tirur Singh. Number 5. Describe any 5 revolts by the tribals against the British. The 5 revolts by the tribals against the Britishers are: Number 1. Revolt by the Khasi who lived in Khasi Hills for northwest Assam took place in 1829. Number 2. The Kukis of hilly regions of Manipur continued attacking the British territories from 1820. The Khonds of Kondmals revolted against the British in 1846 due to the fear of being annexed. Number 4. The Santals revolted against the Britishers in 1855 to 1856 under the leadership of Sidhu and Kanhu Murmu. Number 5. Mundas of Chota Nagpur, joined by the Kolerian tribes of the same region, revolted in 1831. अब हम करेंगे मैप स्किल। तो देखिए यहाँ इंडिया का पॉलिटिकल मैप लेना है और उसमें यही सारे ट्राइबल्स दिए हुए हैं। इन ट्राइबल्स को कौन से स्टेट से भी बिलोंग करते हैं वहाँ पर लोकेट करना है। तो चलिए देखते हैं इसको। तो देखिए यहाँ पे हम देखते हैं सबसे पहले भोटियास कहाँ पे, उत्तराखंड में है। उसके बाद अबोर्स अरुणाचल प्रदेश में, चकमा जो कि मेघालय में है, और नागाज नागालैंड में, अहिर्स उत्तर प्रदेश, और उसके बाद देखिए बैगा छत्तीसगढ़, लालंग त्रिपुरा में, ये देखिए यहाँ पे त्रिपुरा है। बंजारास आंध्र प्रदेश। बडगास तमिलनाडु। और लास्ट में अंडमानीज, अंडमान और निकोबार में। ये आपका चैप्टर यहाँ पे कंप्लीट होता है मैप स्किल के साथ। आप इसको अच्छे से देख लीजिए और फिल कर लीजिएगा अपने। थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग।